What's up, guys? What's up, allies? This is Nikki. It's good to see you guys again. You may notice that the vibe of this video is a little different than my normal allies vid or even my normal vlog on my own channel. Um, and that's for a couple reasons. One, I left my flip cam at home, and I'm not at home right now. I'm actually in my aunt's apartment in New York. And two, I the topic that I want to talk about today is a little sort of up close and personal for me. So I felt like I should make this video a bit intimate. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I apologize for the shitty quality. I kind of forgot that my video is gonna be due this week, so this was like my last minute rescue. So I apologize in advance for the shittiness, but I hope that you still get a lot out of it and that we get some discussion going on this. So, as you can see by the title, my topic is coming out as bisexual. And obviously, if you guys are just new to the channel, just dropping in, I am bisexual, and I take a lot of pride in that fact. You know, I'm pretty much, open about that to people that I meet, especially on the internet, but even in person, like, I'm pretty open about that, except when it comes to, like, my job, and also with, like, certain members of my family, namely my parents. So this is, like I said, a very personal video for me, but yeah, so I haven't come out to my parents, and there's a couple of reasons why, and I'm not really going to get too much into it, but it's part of the reason why I've been thinking about this lately. I've sort of been thinking about the difference between coming out as bisexual and coming out as just gay or lesbian. I feel like coming out as bi is much more difficult. And my reasoning is that I feel that when you come out as bisexual, it has a lot to do with who you may be dating at the time or who you may not be dating at the time. For example, being bisexual is sort of hard. It's sort of hard to be visible as bisexual because you basically have the ability to blend into whatever group you're in or whatever setting you're in. For example, if I'm in a primarily gay space, I'm going to be perceived as a lesbian. If I'm in a primarily straight space, I'm going to be perceived as a straight person. There really is no quintessential bi, as there is like sort of a stereotypical or quintessential lesbian or quintessential gay person. And so it's hard to stand out as a bi person. And to me, I feel like being bi is such a different beast, if you will, in the LGBT community, because it's one of those things where it's not a black or white thing. It's very much a spectrum, and it's hard for people in our society to grasp the idea of not fitting into one box or another box and sort of being in between. I've been thinking a lot about this lately because I just got into a relationship with a guy, and so the fact that I haven't come out to my parents yet, and now that I'm in a relationship with a guy, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder to come out as bisexual because they either won't believe me or will think that I'm going through a phase or whatever. I mean, if I say, hey, mom and dad, I'm bisexual, first I would have to explain to them what that is. And then second, do I come out as bi first, or do I tell them that I'm in a relationship with a guy first? It's a hard thing to do, and I probably am not articulating this very well because I kind of just woke up and decided to film this. But that's sort of my dilemma is, what do I do? What do you do as a bi person? And I think that a lot of bi people watching this will know what I'm talking about. It's sort of the whole idea of having to constantly come out, having to come out a lot over and over again because of that thing that I mentioned earlier about being in whatever space you're in and people assuming things, you know. And some people would say, oh, well, who cares if they assume, you know who you are. But it's more of a thing of wanting people to know who you are, and wanting to be visible, especially being a bi person, because like I said, bisexuals usually aren't very visible, you know. There's no like bisexual stereotype, so like it becomes a little frustrating. So anyway, I pose this question to you guys: have you ever felt that way about coming out? Have you ever felt that you would have to come out more than once, or have to continuously come out? I really want to see like a discussion about this. Like I want to know if people ever thought that this was a thing. Like if anybody who's not bisexual ever thought about that before. And I know Liz and Mike, you guys are both bi. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like it was something that was on my mind, and I kind of just wanted to see what the allies thought about it, and if the viewers had any experiences with anything like that, So I kind of wanted to bring up that discussion and see what people thought about that. But anyway, this is already too long. I didn't really want it to be this long. I'm starting to turn to Mike and Liz. I love you guys. I'm just teasing. But yeah. So thanks for watching this, and yeah, subscribe to everybody else on this channel because they're awesome. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a great week.